Why do you manage? Why do you choose to lead? I believe the answer to that question has a fundamental impact on the attitudes, values, and leadership style that you bring to the position. My name's Simon Tyson. I'm the CEO of The Real Learning Experience, and in this short video, I plan to share with you some insights into the different motivations people have for leading and the impact that it has on their leadership style and their overall leadership performance. Now, before we get into it, I need to make clear that our perspective is that if you are a manager, then you need to be a leader. It's not a choice. If you have responsibility for at least one other person, you should be leading them as well as managing them. That doesn't mean that all managers are leaders, but it does mean that all managers should be leaders. In more than 20 years of developing leadership capability for organisations throughout Australia and around the world, I've seen 4 broad categories of motivation for people to be managers and leaders. And the first category is the accidental leader. Now, this person just seemed to end up in the role by default. They didn't seek it out, they didn't set goals to end up in a leadership position, they didn't plan for it. Circumstances just seemed to deliver this situation to them. In my view, that masks the real and underlying motivation, because those people still had a choice to either accept the opportunity when it came their way or to move on. If you're in the accidental leader category, go beyond that superficial, that immediate thought that I didn't really seek this out. Ask yourself the question, when the opportunity came, why did I accept it? The second category of leadership motivations we see are those leaders who are motivated by some material or other personal gain. This could be esteem or prestige. It could be money. It could be power. It could be a simple enjoyment in the feeling of being in control. The third category of leadership motivation are those that seem to have some sort of vision, some idea of an outcome they want to achieve. Typically, when we ask these people why they lead, the answer is something like, well, I could see where we needed to go and no one else would seem to be prepared to take us there. So it was down to me. Or I knew what needed to be done and no one else was prepared to do it, so I decided to do it myself. Now the fourth category of leadership motivation tends to be that much more altruistic type. These people often, when we ask why are you a leader, say things like, I just love seeing people grow. I love having a hand in developing the people around me. What I want to share with you are some insights on the style of leadership each of these motivations creates, and also a couple of the pitfalls that comes with each style. Now, we're going to overlook the accidental leader. I strongly believe that one of the other 3 motivations led to that person saying yes when opportunity knocked. So let's look at the leader who's driven by some sort of material or other personal gain. The people who are motivated by power, position, self-esteem, money, control, etc. These leaders are going to be limited. In fact, I believe these people are going to have trouble adding a genuine leadership capability to their managerial ability. If you think about what's driving these people to get out of bed each morning and go and manage a team, go and lead a team, those drivers, those motivators are going to lead them to have a very directive, a very controlling style of leadership. And that's not going to allow their people to grow, to develop, to become engaged. While this is not a bad motivation for leadership, on its own, it will not create good outcomes. I should add, if you are driven by prestige, if you are driven by money, or if you like to be in control, and I have to put my hand up for that one, that's not a problem. That will not preclude you from being a good leader. However, if it's the only thing that motivates you to lead, then I do believe it will preclude you. If that motivation sits alongside some motivations from the following two categories, I believe it can be a really powerful combination. So let's look at those leaders who were motivated by a picture of where things could be and realised that they were the one that needed to take the team there. These people have a much less controlling style, but maybe more of a pace-setting style, a style where they know where they're going and they're determined to take everyone else there. If these people have a fault, it's really their failure to slow down and engage their people in the process. In the hurry to get to the vision that these people conceive, they can start to lose some of the enthusiasm from the people around them. Once again, this is a really strong leadership style if it's matched with some of the more altruistic styles. And of course, that brings us to the final category, those people who are motivated by developing the people around them, by seeing other people grow and fulfill their potential. These people make great leaders because they genuinely work on developing the people around them. If they have a fault, it's that they may be too democratic, too consultative or too participative, and they may not do the hard things when they need to. Now, of course, motivation, like anything human, isn't black and white. Most people have really complex combinations of motivations for doing anything, including being a leader. I've seen many successful leaders who have that basis of the altruistic motivation, that desire to see people grow, that is matched or complemented by the vision they have, or very often by some of those more personal motives like control, like prestige, like enjoying some element of power. When those two come together effectively, it can create a really strong, a really visionary, and a really nurturing leader. So have a think about your own leadership motivations, and specifically think about how those motivations play out in your leadership style. Is it possible that some of the reasons that you lead in certain ways are directly related to the reasons that bring you to the workplace as a leader in the first place? If you want to develop your leadership capability, try to identify a range of things that motivate you to be a leader and let those play out in a diversity of leadership styles. Thank you again for watching our videos. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to receive blog alerts every time we release a new video, a new blog article, and a new free resource.